Welcome back to Backward Point Podcast and welcome back to Pakistan cricket from a long hiatus. We're going to be reviewing the Pakistan versus Bangladesh series hosted by Bangladesh, where Pakistan are tourists, 3 T20Is, and straight from there, West Indies, where they play 3 T20Is in the US and then 3 ODIs in West Indies. We'll be breaking down exactly what we think is going to be happening in these 3 T20Is played in Bangladesh. All three, I believe, are being played in Mirpur. And Pakistan is going to go in on his foreign tour with the new lad, with a new bunch of lads, I should say. The regulars are not available. Some are injured. Some are just not part of the squad. We'll talk about the elephants in the room and much, much more. With me, as always, my brother, my co-host, the guy who lifts this podcast up like Superman, Bashar Syed.
Here we are, the battle of two cricketing Asian giants. It is Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Question for you.
Yes, let's go.
Do you think Bangladesh is the new New Zealand for Pakistan because we're facing them twice in the span of 2 months?
No, there was a period where we were facing New Zealand. I felt like I saw the New Zealand team more than I saw my own kids. Like it was at that point where I realized that Pakistan may be overplaying New Zealand a little bit. But it was one of those things where I'm glad it's gone. I don't think we're playing New Zealand for a while now, which is great. Except maybe they'll play them in ICC tournaments, which is fine. Like that's always a good encounter. But Bangladesh is interesting because lost the test series against them last year, and then won the T20I series at home against them, and now Pakistan's going with a younger side to an away tour, which has proven difficult for any team that's touring Bangladesh with the turning tracks, with the players they have, even someone, a team like India and England and Australia, they've all had struggles going to Bangladesh and performing there. So I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't know. Maybe I feel like the bench strength testing might have gone a little bit too far in this series, and I would have liked to see a few names that may have slipped through the cracks. So some people maybe, as this series is going on, might be enjoying themselves in London, and maybe they should have been in Mirpur with the team.
A couple of things that all cricket teams want to do. They want to beat Australia in Australia, and now they want to beat Bangladesh in Bangladesh.
The fortress.
Because, jokes apart, they are a far more formidable side in Bangladesh. But before we go into the actual match and the preview, some legend thought it would be a good idea to have a 3-match series in Bangladesh in July, which is essentially peak monsoon season.
Yeah.
Monsoon season in Bangladesh goes from May to August, and it peaks in July, August. So right now, as we speak in this podcast, it is raining in Mirpur, Dhaka. I have a source on Snapchat, Fahim Ashraf, who I follow. Saw some of his stories. It was raining in his stories. I've seen the forecast for the matches. There is an 84% chance of rain and thunderstorm for the first T20I. There is a 66% chance of rain for the second T20I and 70% chance for rain for the third T20I. Thoughts?
Dang. I mean, this is like having the Champions Trophy in Sri Lanka in September all over again. Remember that?
The
Dreaded
Asia Cup,
my bad. 2023 was it?
Yeah.
Man, never recovered, right? Maybe this is the opposite. Maybe the rains will, that Toto song, Africa, and the rains pour down in Africa. You don't know that song? Okay, well, it might be that situation. The fans know. The deep cuts know.
There's no reserve day.
It's T20s. You don't need a reserve day. What are you talking about? It's not the World Test Championship final where you need a day 6. This is Bangladesh A team versus Pakistan C team. I'm happy with that. Whatever. If they play 0 game, that's fine with me as well.
I think if anything, Pakistan should be prepared for shortened matches because of the rain. We could be seeing T10 games.
That's where my boy Haris shines the best. Just let him loose. 10 overs. See what happens. Even he doesn't know. No one knows. I'm a little bit worried. I said this in the squad review that maybe the Pakistan management is taking this Bangladesh series a little too lightly.
How so?
Man, like we just talked about how Bangladesh is a fortress. And if you actually want to go there and win and conquer, which should be the number one thing, I get bench strength. I get, testing your battles out, and I get giving the young ones a chance to actually prove their mettle. At the same time, the first and foremost thing when in any competition is to get wins, get W's. And
what about bench strength?
But that's what I'm saying. There has to be a tactic that involves both. and it cannot just be one. And I feel like it in New Zealand when we went and lost 4-1 this year, it was similar, which it was just go out there and show your A game. Doesn't matter if you win or not. I don't really like that vibe. Same thing here. I don't mind if we're losing as long as we're trying to win. And I don't know if that's the complete ethos that I'm getting from this team right now.
Yeah, I think I like how you mentioned Pakistan's tour of New Zealand earlier in the year. And I just think in those conditions, our batters just went too aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Eden Park was a more drop-in pitch, flatter, small boundary. So we got to see our guys go out there, express themselves, and get the results. But aside from that specific ground, we didn't have the technique to block out the good balls. So in Bangladesh, I believe is going to be a similar challenge. Probably the first major challenge for this hashtag Sal Mike era, Salman and Yaga and Mike Hassan era, because you beat Bangladesh in Lahore 3-0 on pitches that were very supportive. Pakistan scored at, I think, average 10 runs per over in that entire series. You will not get those conditions here in Bangladesh. I have some stats because Pakistan is playing all their games in Mirpur, Dhaka at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. So typically, conditions in Bangladesh are slow turning pitches. And they've got a pretty decent bowling attack with Sharif al-Islam, left arm pace back, he's inside. Taskeen, right arm outswing. Mustafiz Rahman with his experience and his variations. They've got Rishad Hussain, which I think is one of the most exciting talents to come from
We've talked about
Bangladesh.
him many times on this podcast. Personal favorite.
He was part of the winning team of the Lahore Qalandars in the PSL.
In the PSL, yeah.
And looking at just the stats at Mirpur Dhaka, the average score here in the last 5 years is 120.
Dang. Is this the same stadium where Pakistan got bowled out for 84 and Amir had that crazy spell against India?
I gotta double check.
I think it is.
I'm not sure.
I think it is. I think it was 84 or was it 120?
It was 84.
It was 84. And Amir just went crazy that first spell against Sharma and I think
Rahane.
Rahane was it? Or was it Dhawan? I forget.
No, it was Rohit Sharma and Rahane.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I remember that. And then Sher-e-Bangla has a lot of great Pakistani memories. If you go back, I think the Shahid Afridis, when he came back and Pakistan needed like 100 off 54 and he just came out and scored a match-winning 100. I think that's the same stadium as well.
Which match?
I think it was an ODI. I believe it was also an Asia Cup.
2014 Asia Cup?
No, it was 2010 Asia Cup where Shahid Afridi had 2 centuries in 3 games and like a 5.
Yeah, he scored a century against Sri Lanka.
And then Bangladesh.
Yeah. Afridi was peaking.
Crazy run by Afridi. That can go on Afridi all the time. But that 2010 Asia Cup, I remember. That was crazy. Pakistan was losing and he came out and scored. I think it was Fawad Alam was on strike with him. But like Sher-e-Bangla has been known to be a lucrative stadium for Pakistan. And not saying that history always repeats itself or that legacy like that counts. Whatever type of cricket you play on the day is going to be representative of what kind of team you are. It doesn't matter what you've done 20 years ago. And I agree with that. But if you just take a step back and realize that the stadium has been proven really beneficial for this Pakistan team, I would love to see 3 straight games of T20Is, a downtrodden Pakistan team that has kind of stumbled their way into some sort of stability. What they will do, that'll be interesting to me.
Also, last 5 years, 19 matches, 9 games won batting first, 10 games won chasing. So there's no real advantage in either batting first or chasing. But I do think Pakistan will be challenged here. I was just looking at their last tour of Bangladesh, which was actually in 2021. It was right after the Pakistan versus Australia T20 World Cup semifinal. And Pakistan went to Bangladesh immediately. And Pakistan won 3-0. But just going off the scorecards, first game, Bangladesh scored 127. Pakistan chased it in the last over. Second game, Bangladesh scored 108. Pakistan chased it with just 10 balls to spare. Third game, Bangladesh scored 124 and Pakistan chased it off the last ball. So this is like 125, 130 scores, almost run a ball, and it's going down to the wire.
Is this what I think you're saying?
What?
Bring back Babar?
What? How? When?
That's what I read in between the lines. I think that's what you're saying. You're saying that
I think
if it's 120 on the board, bring Babar back.
I think you and Ali Tareen, you guys have this agenda of like, if it's a low score, you can go for, Babar Rizwan opening combination.
I don't see you denying.
No, okay.
I see you escaping, evading.
My opinion on this is that we need players who are adaptable. If it's a 200 pitch that can go out there, play at a strike rate of 170, 180, But if it's a different pitch, challenging conditions, they should have the game sense to adapt and change their batting strategies to be able to combat that.
Which I
Because
would,
you're playing for Pakistan internationally. There's no excuses here. Like, remember when people would say, oh, Iftikhar is not good against spin, he's good against pace. Bro, you're playing cricket for Pakistan. Why are you bad at spin?
do you remember? I was one of the people that was like, how can you even make that claim? You're an international cricketer. Like there's no way. If I say that,
I'm all for matchups, but you just have to have some sort of competitiveness in both aspects.
I'm just saying, Bashar, like be braver with your takes. Like if you had said that, I would have been proud of you. Like, hey, this at least he has that take in him to come out and be like, Babar should play this series because it's 120, 130 pitch.
Well, Salman Ali Agha came out and said that Babar, Rizwan, Shaheen are part of Pakistan's larger
25.
player pool.
I've been telling you this.
And we also heard Mike Hesson in the press conference in Karachi mention that Babar Azam is fighting for a spot. That's the opening spot.
But again, every single podcast we jump over to Babar. I said that as a slight joke, by the way. I don't see Babar playing this team. Like the opening spot is what Fakhar Saim. One of those goes out. Let's say whoever gets injured or whatever. Sahib's at the front, slides into that spot.
Who's also a backup wicketkeeper.
Slides into that spot easy. And then if he gets out, then maybe Haris comes up. And then if Haris is not available, then like he's like the third option at this point. So I don't even know. I think Hassan is just saying that the 25 thing, I believe, that 25-man, super squad or whatever. I do believe that Babar, Shaheen, and Rizwan might be a part of that. Of course, they're a part of that. But when it comes to the 20 and then it comes to the 15, man, tough. Good luck to Babar Azam and his fans, especially Hassan Abbasian. I don't know what he's going to do when he finds out Babar's not playing that World Cup.
I'm not sure if you got a chance to watch some of Babar's batting in the practice sessions.
I did. I enjoyed them.
A lot of more uppish shots, aerial shots, sweep shots, lap shots. So I think there's been quite a clear conversation between Mike Hesson and Babar Azam that if you want to play for Pakistan, you need to evolve your game. Yes, we know you're good at playing grounded shots in the gaps, but we need guys who are a bit more aggressive in attacking. And Babar Azam wouldn't be a bad option to have, even as a second or third backup.
Bashar, on this podcast, Mohammad Haris came out in 2023, August 2023, and said that, Babar is like improving his game. And we made a clip out of that with B-roll of Babar giving throwdowns to Haris and Babar practicing the lap and the this and the that and the other. It's been 2 years, bro.
So Babar is practicing these shots in the nets, but he's too scared to play them in the match, which shows that there's probably a fear of failure in the back of his head.
We'll see.
Because he did play a lap shot against Islamabad United when he scored 100 last year in the PSL. He scored a lap shot against Hunain Shah. So in the PSL, he's fine, but internationally,
it stakes.
Yeah. I mean, even Babar's sweep shots, like the game against New Zealand in the Champions Trophy, I don't know if I got to see Babar playing a sweep shot.
Bro, I was watching, as one does, the final of the 2017 Champions Trophy again, and he swept Chavla, was it? Or somebody else? Maybe it was, who's that lefty spinner?
I think you're mentioning the 2019 ODI World
Cup. ODI World Cup. What did I say?
I
said the final. Yeah, no, yes. The 2019.
Yeah, he slog swept Yuzvinder Chahal.
Yeah, Chahal for 6. Mid-wicket.
Even the game that we watched live, the one against New Zealand, he played 2 slog sweeps against Satner. Against the spin.
It's possible.
For boundaries.
It's possible for Babar haters and Babar fans. It's there. It's in the lore.
And Babar shown it.
Check the tapes. Check the tapes, guys. It's there. He can do it. He just doesn't want to, or there's some mental block. But we'll definitely be discussing Babar, Rizwan, and Shaheen. The trifecta. The Trinity.
I'm just waiting for the squad for West Indies to be announced. Because that may give us a more clear picture.
So until the squad of the West Indies squad is announced, Bashar won't buy tickets to Florida to see England, to see this West Indies tour.
False.
Is that true? So
False.
If you see these 3 in the squad, you're gonna
I want to see
hit publish
the Pakistan cricket team play.
All right.
Everybody else who plays,
I would just say be
byproduct.
As one Indian commentator commented on our not one but many of our videos. Cry more. I was gonna say, cry more to you. Cry more. You know what? A slight aside. But I was watching the absolute meltdown on Caribbean Cricket Podcast.
We haven't even touched upon that.
No, we haven't touched upon that. But the absolute meltdown by Michelle, and there was some Indian guy who says cry more. And in between the meltdown of them getting bowled out for 27 while chasing 200 at home against Australia, Michelle just rips this Indian jerk off a new one. man, I'm like, that's the kind of willpower that I want on my
Send me
podcast.
the link. I want to see that.
It's on the live. I urge everybody to check this out.
But also, I realized something. I don't watch CCP just normally. Like I'll just tune in here and there.
Yeah.
But when West Indies loses,
Yeah.
I make
You're
sure
there.
to tune in.
That's what happens to us.
And I get that's what happens to us now.
That's what happens to us.
When Pakistan does bad, the podcast as well.
Yep. Everybody wants to know what's going on.
So this series against Bangladesh, 3-0.
That's why I respect the real ones. That's why I respect the Patreon fam. Like, I'm like, you guys know it. And they're here throughout. So,
You know, I also respect Yashi Sports for being Canada's home of cricket. They've been a staple part of Backward Point Podcast. They're the go-to place to get your cricket equipment in North America. They have a large array of equipment which you can purchase if you go to yashisports.com. You can browse through their large collection and you can use the code BP10 for 10% off your next purchase. They also have free shipping on orders of $350 and up.
100%. Thank you very much, Yashi Sports, as always, for being the backbone of this podcast. Bashar, let's look forward. It's going to be a short podcast, obviously, but let's look forward to the series. What should Pakistan achieve out of this? We talked about how the W should be the priority, even if you're trying all those bunch of things. But let's take the W out for a second and talk about what are some of the things that Pakistan needs that are like subliminal Ws, moral victories, I should say, out of this tour.
I think Pakistan is looking ahead at the 2026 T20 World Cup, and Pakistan's matches will be played in Sri Lanka. So again, slow, low turning pitches. You're not going to see like 220 being scored and chased.
Again, I hear Babar Azam back in the team. Just say it, man. Just say it. Come on, say it. Okay. Sorry.
So I think what Pakistan should do is have a balance between trying to go for the win, but also giving one or two players here and there a chance. So for example, if you're like one up in the series, you can probably look to maybe bench Babar Azam in one match and bring in Farhan. Pakistan has a lot of spin bowling options, and I think this is a good opportunity to expose them. For example, Sufyan Wakim, I'd love to see him get some games. Pakistan is also going in with Mohammad Nawaz as a replacement for Shadab Khan, and Nawaz is playing ahead of guys like Arfat Minhas and Minhad Mumtaz, who are like young guns, up and coming. Salman has gone up for the experience of Nawaz, and he's mentioned that sometimes stats don't always matter, and you go for the player's ability. So we know Nawaz hasn't had the best form recently, but we're backing his ability and his experience to come in and deliver. So just looking at this Pakistan squad, I try to make some sort of an 11 for myself, and I have it. Do you want to hear it?
Let's go. Give me from 1 to 11.
So Fakhar and Saim to open. Mohammad Haris at number 3. Hassan Nawaz at 4. Agha at 5. Number 6, I have Khuzdul Shah. Fahim Ashraf at 7. Mohammad Nawaz at 8. Abbas Hafidi at 9. Abrar at 10. Sufyan at 11. Now, I think I'm playing one too many spinners. Am I?
Yeah, I would say.
Because I only have Abrar Ahmed and Fahim Ashraf as my pacers. So one more thing I can do is I can swap Khuzdul with Hussain Talat, and that could be my third pacer option. Because there's so many bowling options. Saim can bowl. Agha can bowl. Khuzdul Shah can bowl. Fahim can bowl. Nawaz, Abbas, Hafidi, Abrar, Sufyan. So many bowling options. So many left-handers. Like, this is such a well-constructed squad in my
Somebody
opinion.
in Park Cricket just posted the 2009 World Cup final team. And he said, the post was something like, "Oh, this is like a super team now." And I was looking at that, and it was the same situation. Multiple bowling options. You had Ajmal, you had Amir, you had Gul, you had Afridi, you had Shoaib Malik, you had Fawad Alam control his arm over. Like, I'm forgetting like some big ones right now, but like you had some really good options of bowling. That's why Yunus Khan won that World Cup with his bowling.
There's actually an article on Cricinfo by Hassan Chima, and he discusses that Pakistan between 07 to 09 were actually way ahead of other teams in T20s. And a major credit of that goes to what happened in Pakistan since the 80s. There's an annual Ramzan tournament in Karachi that happens, T20 format. A lot of players get exposed to T20s from there. And even our domestic tournament, whatever, the ABN AMRO, the Faisal Bank Cup with Karachi Dolphins and Lahore Lions and Karachi Zebras and Hyderabad Heroes, all of that, we were like way ahead of the times. And something happened after that where Pakistan just regressed. And like back 07, Pakistan had Imran Nazir opening. What an explosive batsman. Then we had Mohammad Hafiz, who could also ball. And then we had Umar Gul. And we were using Umar Gul as how teams used Malinga or Bumrah. Like Umar Gul would come in and the back end would just nail his Yorkers.
Yeah. Last 6 overs, he would have 3.
In 09, we had a mystery spinner in Ajmal. We had a leg spinner who can bat in Afridi. That's a dream for any team.
Yeah. Not only the select spinner who can bat, came at number 3 in both the final and semi.
We had left armers like Amir and Sohail Tanveer, and who can also like hold a bat as well.
Yeah.
So we were just way ahead of the times.
But that 09 team, this current team reminds me of that 09 team with the bowling options. And Mike Hesson has detailed this team in such perfection because he knows batsmen can win you matches, but only bowlers win you tournaments. And it's true. And with this kind of bowling option and with the head that Agha has on his shoulders, I should say, he can go out and utilize this to the best of his abilities and come out with the W. So I want to come down and ask you what you think the predictions are going to be for this series. It's the start of the peak cricket season for Pakistan. I don't think they stop until next year. They're going to go straight 12 months. They have this series, they have the West Indies series, they have a couple of home series, they have the Asia Cup, and then they have the World Cup preparation. I think they have a tri-series before that as well. It's just series after series, test match after test match. It's going to be hectic. What do you think should be the start for Pakistan? And then how do you see this playing out as the momentum carries forward to the next series?
3-0. Pakistan.
That's what it should be, or that's what it
should be. Pakistan should clean sweep this series.
Okay.
Maybe with some troubles. Maybe initially they struggle with the conditions. But I think Mike and team should be well equipped to inform the guys that this is not a 200 pitch. So don't go out there smashing every ball. We need to adapt and we need to play according to the conditions. I think here, 140, 150 might even be a winning total.
So 3-0 is what you think should happen, but what will happen?
2-1 is possible.
2-1. I think my opinion is what should and will happen is 2-1. Pakistan should win this 2-1. I think it's important for Pakistan to take 1 L early on in this season to regroup. I don't want those L's coming out into the later part, especially in the Asia Cup. And so I think it's important for them to regroup, revitalize themselves and reset right now, realize what mistakes they're making as opposed to just winning. Pakistan, for a fact, before that 2023 ODI World Cup, we're on our hot streak. And then everything came crashing down. There's a bunch of different theories as to why, but I don't want Pakistan to be in that similar setup right now. As we stand, as at the recording of this podcast, Pakistan is number 8 in T20Is. That's tough.
Top 8, baby.
That's tough. That's a tough one. And, with
if there was a Champions Trophy for T20s, Pakistan just makes it.
But
they just make the cut.
You know what I'm scared of? And I'm not being facetious. I'm not being trolly. I'm not being at all. I'm not trying to be funny right now. I'm being legit. I am scared of Italy. I am scared of Italy. Please, as a Pakistan cricket fan, please don't put them in our pool. Please, I beg of you. Hey, you, ICC person. Do not put Italy in the group of Pakistan in the T20 World Cup. I am genuinely terrified. Those Italians, they make a mean pasta, and I don't want Pakistan to be the third ingredient. Give me some sauce and macaroni, and give me some of that Pakistani blood. No, I don't want that. And those Pakistani cheers.
Love me a good garlic bread.
Love me a good garlic bread, yes.
Joe Burns is, I think, their captain, and Joe Burns is a former Australian Test cricketer.
I'm scared already. I'm crying. I'm in tears. What Aaron Jones, what an ex-West Indian Aaron Jones did to Pakistan. Imagine what Joe Burns is going to do. I'm terrified.
It's kind of like what David WC did, but he left South Africa to play for Namibia.
Yeah.
That just kind of like prolonged his career. He was still relevant within the circuit.
Italy's making the World Cup, man. That's insane. Yeah. First team. They started playing cricket in 2009, I believe. I was reading this. This is insane. This is an insane take. Just everybody go check out what the Italians did in the European qualifiers. They beat Scotland out. Scotland has played World Cups before. No Scotland this time. It's the Dutch and the Italians coming over from Europe. I think they should have more teams from the European side. I think they'll be more interesting. But
yeah, shout out to Charles from the Dutch team, friend of the pod.
Yeah, friend of the pod.
Good to see him. And,
hopefully he'll get some playing time in the World Cup.
Hopefully. He's basically an up-and-coming leg spinner who can also bat. He's a left-handed batsman.
Yeah.
And I think once there's a slot open in the 11, he's going to fit right in.
Yeah, shout out to him. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think it's very important that the series goes Pakistan's way. It's a very important milestone to hit right in the start of the season, and then it's nonstop, man. We're going to be here recording and talking about all of that. A lot of cricket happening in the world right now. England versus India happening. Like, I don't even know where to
Dude,
begin.
I watched that entire last day.
Damn.
Beautiful test cricket.
Yeah, you made my son watch it too. I think he's now insane because of
Yeah.
that.
We were watching that together. I don't know which team he was rooting for.
It was tough for him. He was a Jadeja fan, but unfortunately, Jadeja is no Ben Stokes, as we just realized. A lot of interesting cricket going on. Can't wait to tackle all of that coming forward. Maybe we'll do like a series wrap up, Bashar, of the India England Test series, because that's a lot of fun.
I'd love to.
That's peak cricket going on. India playing anything right now is peak cricket. The BGT was amazing, and now this.
Not sure if you heard, but Andre Russell is retiring from international T20s.
GT20 legend.
Yeah, we're lucky to see him live.
Montreal Tigers. Was that Montreal Tigers?
It was, yeah.
I was right. I shouldn't have even second guessed myself.
Actually, at the time, he was like not in the West Indies team, and I asked him a question in the post-match presser. I was like, "Is his performance enough to get you back in the West Indies team?" He's like, "I hope so." And the next series, he was back.
Two things happened in the GT20. You interviewed Russell, and he was back in the team. And you interviewed Pierre Polivier, and he's nowhere to be found in Canadian politics.
Bro lost his own seat.
So it's tough. The interview with you is going to be a tough call. Anything else you want to touch upon before we leave?
Yeah, just like final thoughts. Pakistan should not hit Bangladesh lightly. They just beat Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka 2-1, and they were 1 down in the series. So I think they have some really exciting prospects coming up. I just don't know what's going to happen with Das if Pakistan beats them 3-0, because he was on the verge of crying the last time Pakistan beat them.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Das takes Pakistan personally, which is fair. I would too. I think I do, honestly. I take this team.
But it's also very much possible that Pakistan gets very minimal game time because of the monsoon season.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't want to make a comment on that, but does the monsoon, isn't it like more the way that the monsoon works, it's the heat pressure thing?
There's humidity.
Yeah, so isn't the daytime more likely to have rains versus the nighttime? Because the nighttimes are cooler?
I am no weather expert.
Okay. This is out of our league. But I am hoping we get some amazing games, and I'm hoping that all of them are entertaining, and we get to talk about them here on this podcast. Many exciting things coming soon.
How's your ankle? Because you sprained your ankle and you're out of the team again.
Ankle is good. I feel like I'm 37, but I'm only 28, which is fine. Ankle is good. Hopefully the next game that we play, I'll be ready for share. And yeah, feeling good.
I have actually a funny story to share. A couple of weeks ago, I was a stand-in captain for my team, and I did this experiment. I was trying to do this mindset Zen mode experiment. So you won the toss, you were batting first. And just before our batsman went in, I was like, guys, can I please ask you guys to sit down in a circle, crisscross? And at the time we had 10 guys on field. One of our guys was coming in. He was a bit late. And I asked the guys, I'm like, close your eyes. And I want you to think about your best performance in your life. Could be a 50, could be a fifer, could be a diving one hand catch. And I want you to think about what you were thinking about when you had that performance. Take 30 seconds. Visualize it.
Oh my God.
And bro, we had some pictures because Jawad was there taking pictures. And guys are they're zen, right?
Connected.
They're connected. They're on a different planet. Exercise done. 10 guys did it. And our team was 60 for 6. Everybody flopped.
Love
and
that.
then at number 8, the guy who came in late scored a 50.
There we go.
So the one guy who was not there in the circle performed the best.
Anti-speech.
Anti-speech.
It was the anti-speech for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's tough. It's a tough one.
I thought it would put them in a good headspace, because sometimes you're thinking too much, and overthinking is a disease.
That's what Polyev thought. And now he's struggling to get his own seat.
So yeah, I think the moral of the story is don't do these Zen exercises.
Yes, but
they may not work.
But you should check out our Patreon. You should check out our YouTube. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. What the hell are you doing here? 70% of people who listen to us are not subscribed. That's insane to me.
I'm looking at you.
He's looking at you guys. He's looking at you.
Unbelievable.
Do the subscription
and
stuff.
The ones who hear us on the audio platforms are not rating us.
Guys, come on. The season is starting. It's tough. The World Cup is here. If you guys want to hear more of us, you guys need to do this stuff. Take some ownership. It's not it's going to be Bashar and I. It's going to be you guys as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys the next episode. Most likely the first review of the first T20I after the 20th. And then we'll just be on a roll, Bashar. Banging pods out. All right.
We're still open to sponsorships to sponsor our tour to Florida.
Florida tour, West Indies. If you guys want to see us in West Indies, not in West Indies. If you guys want to see us at that tour against the West Indies in Florida, and you guys have a small business that wants to sponsor, get in touch.
Queries at backwardpointpodcast.com.
Or just DM us. Honestly, both is fine. We'll catch you on the flippity flip, guys. Drive safe. Cheers.
Bye.